Hello everyone, thank you for stopping on my channel. So we are working on hospital management system, and in the previous video we worked on employees, departments, CRUD operation, and we added three departments, and now we have to add or work on the rooms CRUD operation, since we have the migration for that. If we look at the rooms migration, you can see we have department, the room status, type, etc. So let's just jump into that. If we look at the UI, we have some basic UI already available. We just have to make it work as we want. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna go to web.php and let's go to rooms, and we have this Livewire class, and let's see what we got here. So currently we have the render, and we're gonna just copy and paste the same functionality as we did for the others. So if we look at the HOD, I'm gonna just copy everything. Okay, so to the index we're gonna pass just all the rooms, and when creating or adding a room to the department, we are going to pass this to the rooms.create, and to the edit we're gonna do the same. So like this. Now we need these variables. Most of the thing is going to be pretty much the same. So we have page, and on mount the page is index, and when you click on the button to create a room or add a room to the department, we will call this method page is set to create, and it's going to render that page. And for the edit one, the page is set to index. We have to make sure that this id exists, edit room id, and then in the model rooms find this find or fail. Let's use this one, and then set the variable name. So since we haven't figured that out yet, let's just ignore that for now. And then we have this thing. So before anything else, let's just have a look at the views. So I'm gonna just create a rooms folder, and inside that folder we will have index.blade.php. Along with that we will have create.blade.php, and we will have edit.blade.php. So looking at the index, we are going to remove the form from here. So then here we have room id, and then a room type, department, availability, and created it. So room id, room type, let's just go check so that we have these things. Room type, so we just have type now, not room type, and I think we can make it uc first, and uppercase the first character, and we have status again uc first. Okay, so everything looks good. Let's just refresh the page. Okay, so hopefully we don't have any error. Let's add new, and of course we have to work on that. So when you click on show create form, we are going to set the page to create, and it's going to load this rooms.create. And here we have to make some adjustments. We will leave the form and remove the listing like this, and hopefully that's gonna fix the problem. And I think for the type, we can use the list, the select box or select option fields. So we have these types. Okay, now for the status we are going to use the same thing. So I think I can just copy this and paste it. So it's status, select status, and the statuses are available, occupied and maintenance. We can use another way as well, like instead of putting them manually, we can just create an array from them and loop through it and show them dynamically. But you can change that if you want. I just somehow got to go with this way. So that's looking good. Let's just make sure that the variables name are correct. So let's look for the status. In here we don't have status. I think we call it availability. I'm going to change that to status throughout the class. So we have department. Oh yeah, so we got to show department as well, and we already have it right here, you can see. So the value should be, whenever you don't pass whenever you like do not pass any value to the option field, it's gonna select this directly as a value. So in order to like make it required, you have to pass the empty value, and it's required for the from the front end as well. So add room is going to be called whenever you submit the form. And let's just make sure that everything looks good here. So we are validating the department room type, and we have to validate the status as well. And after that we are going to create it. It's not a true and false value, so we can just do like that. And here we can pass validation like it should be in this array that we have here. So we can do like this, and the same for the status as well. If it's not like, if the value you put somehow change it when you sending the request, it's not gonna accept it, and it's gonna show an error. That's just for the validation, even though it's not that required, but we have to let's just put it in it for the sake of this video. So whenever you create that, after that we are gonna set the page back to index. All right, so let's give it a try. I'm gonna refresh the page, add a new, and we can choose department. It's a word and it's available. Add new, and we got an error, room type is not a word, it's type actually. So we can do something like this, select all of them and make it type. Okay, try again. No property found, type. Oh, so the name and these both of them should be the same, so that's why we have to change this to type, and we got to do the same right here, from room type to just type, and refresh the page. Again error, so room type is type. Add new, and there we have our first room number, and let's create another one. I'm going to use factor create, checking the delete functionality. Okay, delete functionality looking good, and let's work on the edit functionality. I'm going to add just a test one. Okay, so now let's go ahead and check out the edit functionality. So if I look at the index, when you click on edit, it's going to call the edit method, and we have to call this show edit form. So I'm going to just replace the name, and when you call this form, we are going to set the values. So one thing we can do is just copy these into this. Now we can put the values uh, like this item of that whatever value it is. For the department, it's department ID, you can see right here, and this should be room type, and this should be status. Okay, that should work perfectly fine. Now let's have a look at the edit blade file, and let's just put the content of create the blade into this one, and then we are going to do the thing, like we are going to check if we set the value of the select just like that, is it gonna work? I'm not sure, but let's give it a try and see if it works. If it doesn't work, then we are gonna make select one of them, because the one that we have here in this variable is going to be selected. So we have the type already provided, and the department ID already provided in the department. So let's see if it works, and the messages should be changed to edit room, and we're gonna call the add room. So I'm gonna refresh the page, and let's edit the 11th room, and everything is loaded. That's cool. So let's say I want to change that to occupied, and oh, updated successfully. Cool. So meaning the update functionality is already working, you don't have to change it, right? So let's have a look at it. It's gonna call this method, and here we have to validate the stuff. I can copy the validation from there into this one, and then it's gonna put the values like this. No need to put true and false value like this. uh, Find the room, update the type and status, and unset them, and at the end we are going to set or call the show index method, and it's gonna just change the page to index. So let's say you want to re-edit that from status available to status occupied, yeah, and now this message should change. So let's say save, and now from occupied to available department is let's say this one. Okay, looking cool. So the room's CRUD operation is working fine, and I think that is it for this video. So from here we are going to move on to the bits, and after that we have some other CRUD operations left for the management of this hospital, uh, for this hospital management system, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.